We are live October 30th, second to last day of our Halloween challenge. Try to get that music at the right volume. There we go. How's everyone doing tonight? Tomorrow's Halloween. Doesn't really feel like it. I'm back down in my basement dungeon where I told the scary stories. What do we got going on, guys? How's everyone's night going? It's a cold, rainy night out here in Syracuse, New York. Tonight's theme is supposed to be interactive games with you guys, and I can't really think of any interactive games to play unless we just do maybe I don't know. We could play a guessing game, movie game, something fun like that. Hey Greg, hey Susan, hey Dominic. My setup is being lit by candlelight tonight. Candlelight and laptop. So that's what we got going on here. I got a 22-day nutrition plant power protein bar for a snack. You guys can hear me all right, can't you? Got the microphone set up. I just posted my unboxing of my vegan cuts, my October vegan cuts box. So it kind of does sound like the Nightmare Before Christmas a little bit. It's just some random spooky music loop kind of thing. It'll play for about an hour. So sorry I couldn't really be on too long last night. The Walking Dead started for everybody and I was making dinner. Tomorrow is going to be our trivia night, but tonight maybe we can do like a little, I don't know, maybe we could do like a little horror themed guessing game or something. We'll play the movie game. Do we even have enough people that want to, does anybody want to play the movie game? That would be like, we would just think of a movie and then you got to guess an actor from that movie, and then you got to take that actor and think of another movie that actor's in, and then come up with another movie, and then that movie it'll keep on going until we can't think of anybody. And I was thinking maybe we could do like horror themed since it's the 13 days of Halloween here. Is anyone with me? Yay? Nay? Hey, Vintage Dallas. How's it going? Oh, also, I have to post my movie for the night. So, tonight and tomorrow are my last two nights to post my 31 Days of Halloween movie. So, I let you guys help me choose between the last two nights, but I already got my movie chosen for tonight. Maybe we could do like a little guessing game of what that movie is. I don't know if anybody's been following me on Instagram, but every night I've been posting a different movie, and we're down to the last two movies. So, and they aren't necessarily my top favorite movies, but they are pretty up there on that. I've already done most of my favorite movies, although you guys tell me what you think. So my favorite movie of all time, is a lot of you know, is E.T. Do you think I could put that in that? Because E.T. takes place during Halloween. I mean, it's by no means a scary movie. But I'm wondering, do you think that would fit into the Halloween theme? Since, you know, they do Halloween and E.T.'s dressed like a ghost and they go trick-or-treating. What do you guys think? Because that wasn't the movie that I had for tonight, but that could take the place of it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Sci-fi Halloween time. Do a poll. You know, I've never done those, so I'm not even sure how to do those. An Instagram story poll. There we go. We got Elliot on his bike with E.T. flying over the moon. You know, during that iconic, well, you obviously know, but for those of you that don't, that iconic picture of E.T. and Elliot going through the moon, that was Halloween night. So, yeah. Maybe, you know what? I think that's going to be my movie. I'm changing it. And I wish I didn't pick the movie last night. I could have picked the movie from tonight for last night. So last night was The Ring, which is a horror movie. It's pretty scary. I should have had the movie that I was going to choose tonight. Why don't I just tell you? So tonight's movie, wait, do you guys want to guess it? Does anybody have a wild guess for my movie tonight? It's the movie that I've seen more than any other movie. I used to watch it every day when it came out in 1994 in the movie theaters. Okay, got it. Vintage Dallas. 1994. The movie I was going to choose tonight came out in the movie theaters in 1994. And it is a movie adapted out of after a book. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to do that. I got to take a picture of it though. And I do have a picture of it, but it's upstairs. So can't really do that right now. Does anybody know what this movie is from? The shirt that I'm wearing? Does anybody know who that is? I already picked Dracula about a week ago. Dracula was already on there. But it's very close to that movie. Very, very similar. Yes, Lords of Salem. This is... You know who it is, right? You got the movie right. She's actually vegan. And so is her husband, who directed the movie. Yeah, Sherry Moon Zombie. So Rob Zombie and Sherry Moon Zombie are both vegans. And she was an actor in Lords of Salem, which was directed by Rob Zombie. And the house is out there in Salem, Massachusetts. Anyway, Lost Boys Barbara, one of my favorites. I already posted that on Instagram probably 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago. Very close. I want to interview him. I want to meet him. I want to interview Rob Zombie. Did you see the video I posted where I was talking to the cast of his movies? And I asked them about being vegan on set when they're working with Rob Zombie. That was you got it. Interview with the Vampire was what I was going to post tonight. Well, you both got it at the same time. Barbara and Vintage Dallas. You guys, you won. You guessed it. Interview with the Vampire. So I'm thinking, what do you think? So that's what I was going to post, but I don't know. I kind of want to do the E.T., flying across the moon, and maybe throw up my picture of me with my picture of Dee Wallace when I met Dee Wallace. Yeah, Sid Haig was there. Talked to him about the graffiti art of him. That was kind of fun and a little bit awkward. But yeah, Lou Temple also, super nice guy. And Bill Moseley. I wanted to get him to say the Tutti fucking fruity. But I didn't ask him. Hey Susan, how's it going? And you guys can probably guess what my movie is going to be for tomorrow. So when we get off here, I will do the poll, although I might be too late. Did anybody see my zombie version of the Starbucks zombie Frappuccino? I veganized it and it was actually really good. Haha, Barbara, you got it. Hey, thank you for the tip, Oren. It means a lot. I appreciate it. Helps me out here. That's cool. Yeah, it came out really good. And that caramel that I made, so good. This kind of almost sounds like Interview with the Vampire music. Oh, we're number 5 in Halloween. We're trending. Maybe we can get to number 1 or 2 tonight. I'm down in the basement again with that sofa over there in the corner that I told you guys about with the scary story, and that old picture of the little boy Jacob. I should probably hang that behind me right now so you guys can see it while we're doing this. So yeah, so we got tomorrow's movie too is Halloween, the original. Yeah, Kristen. So they say you can veganize it at Starbucks, but you really can't unless, I mean, you can't get it the way that it looks because you can't get whipped cream, and if you don't have the whipped cream, you don't have all the components to it. You got to sub out a lot of things, and then somebody was saying that there's buttercream or something in their caramel, so I just don't trust it. But yeah, I made a kind of a way healthier one yesterday. Actually, the whole thing's pretty healthy with the exception of probably the caramel, which caramel is just sugar and water. Butter in it. What do you mean? Well, if you don't have the heavy cream, so we have another. If you saw our butterbeer video that we did a couple years ago, the Harry Potter butterbeer, we actually make that without any vegan heavy cream. I did have some vegan heavy cream that I got from Danielle that owns Vegan Treats. If anybody's been to Vegan Treats, she gave me a little bottle of this. It's from Europe. And then Edward & Son has like a condensed milk, which would also do the job. I use the heavy cream, the vegan heavy cream, and it worked great. Now, if you don't have that, you can use a little bit of like a thick vegan milk, like a soy milk or a cashew milk would probably be the best, with a little bit of vegan butter. So, Greg, where is that? No, I didn't see a ghost story, but that sounds interesting. A ghost story about time, space, and memory. But I did start watching Stranger Things last night. The second I saw almost 2 episodes of it last night. I don't even go to I don't buy anything at Starbucks, so it was kind of awkward because I went in there to get a couple empty cups, and I just asked the guy for the cups, and I was willing to buy some. Like, they had Justin's peanut butter cups, so I would have just bought one of those and said, "Can I have a free cup?" And but he was cool. He gave me one. He gave me 2. Okay, yeah. So Susan, the butter beer. If you couldn't find like the heavy cream or anything, you can use the butter beer recipe. Now I just put some beetroot powder in there. You could always juice a beet as well. It's got like a nice red color, and it's better than using like those artificial food dyes or whatever. Vaughn sees me. Uh oh. I'm right here. Look and guess. It came out this past year with Casey Affleck, and it's called Ghost Story. No, I haven't seen it. Bars on my stream. What do you mean? Trending. Can we trend? Can we trend on Halloween? I'm not going to go do anything because last time I did that, I messed up the stream. And then I had to redo it. Fake red blood coloring are not vegan. Well, I guess it depends what you use for it. I've seen vegan ones. $160 bars? What's going on here? Let's see, we have 249 likes. If we can get those likes up, then I think it'll trend better. I think that's what they were saying. Hey, Vicky. Fake red color and flavor is from Beetles. Some of it is. Not all of it. Hello from Melbourne, Australia. Oh yeah, you're in the future. You're getting ready for Halloween. How is it over there in the future anyway? Where are we? Let me scroll up a little bit. I can't even see. Yeah, we're number 5. Got the candlelight. So should we do the... Yeah, I'm liking the background music. I'm liking the background music too. What, Kristen, was the coconut cream? It was vegan, of course, right? It does sound like Tim Burton, but it's just some trick-or-treat door music, spooky Halloween mix. I just found it on YouTube. It's just like a hour-long stream loop. You were gonna be a clown? Oh, you got the coconut cream from Thrive? The one I used, well, you can see it. I forget what it, Provamel or something. It's from Europe. I couldn't read anything on it, though. I like Thrive, yeah. Thrive is good. I don't do all my shopping there, but if I need something that I don't need, like, right away and I don't feel like going out to this, like, usually I buy, like, spices there. I'll buy, like, almond butters. They're a lot cheaper. So they do have a lot of things that are cheaper, and I'll just order it, boom, right at my door. Hey, Terry. Yeah, definitely. It's not a good year to be a clown, is it? There's so many clowns going around. Buddha tribe? Not sure what you mean. You got yours for free? Yeah, Thrive gives, for everybody that signs up to Thrive, they give a free account to, like, a vet or a low-income family or a teacher, which is awesome. And if you spend a certain amount, which I think is only like $47 or something, it's free shipping. And, like, every time I go grocery shopping, usually I'm spending about that much anyway. So it saves you a trip to the store. It saves you gas money. It's pretty good. But obviously, I still go to the farmer's market, and I still go to, like, Wegmans and stuff like that for other things. Vicky, I don't know if it's going to be rainy here for Halloween in Syracuse. It's raining right now, and yesterday it rained all day and all night. So, and it got cold again. You know, it gets really warm out. It gets, like, high 70s, and then it goes all the way down to, like, 40. I like the fall, though. I like it. I just don't like it when it starts getting really cold and snowing and all that slush and all that. It's coming. It's going to happen. It was 50 today in Philly. You know what? It was probably about that today too. I have no idea. I just let my dog out and it was pretty cold out. It's raining and it's 44 here. And it's beautiful over where Julie is. What is it like? What, 80? Something like that? 75? Why do I live in Syracuse, New York? I bought a house here. This is where I grew up. This is where my family is. This is where my friends are. I don't know. But Syracuse is ranked the snowiest city in the United States. It's #1 for snowfall. And I live here. It's crazy. I do. I know all the zombies in Syracuse. I used to like the snow. I used to like the snow a lot. And you know what? I just don't like the snow sticking around and like after this. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I like it. Like, I love to go for like a nice midnight walk when it's snowing a lot. But then after it's done snowing and it just sticks on the ground and gets icy and slushy, that's what I don't like. And it just stays cold and you got to scrape your car off. And like, I would rather it just be like a nice fall day than all the snow. I actually like going for walks in the snow and walks in the rain. If I'm wearing like, you know, a raincoat or something like that. Oh, Cherry, you wouldn't like it here because it's 44 degrees if you're cold in the 70s, if with the 70s. Yeah, it was like over 100 like most of the time, wasn't it, out there? I heard about it. Happy Candy Corn Day. I never liked candy corn. Do you guys like candy corn? You miss the smell of the snow and the crunchiness of it? Right now, the smell is perfect with all the leaves and like walking on the leaves and getting the crunch of the leaves and just the smell. Like, this is what I like. Like when I was younger, just going out like on a nice Halloween night before, like, you know, I would go trick-or-treating when I was little and smelling like, you know, the leaves, and then people had like their fires going, so the chimney smoke was going through the air. There was no snow. It was just like a nice brisk night, and when I smell that, it just brings back feelings of nostalgia. Like if I go visit my parents in like their neighborhood and, you know, they got their chimney going, and that's what I like. Oh, you've lived in Buffalo, so you know what we're talking about out here in Syracuse. Yeah, we're the highest snowfall. And see, I actually just watched the video today. I think Buffalo's on the list too. But what is it, like 268 inches on average per year? We're ranked #1 of all things, snow. Yeah, snow is awesome until it gets muddy. Am I going to make a zombie snowman? There's an idea. You know, when I was little, my dad made a huge snow sculpture of Voltron. Spray painted each one. We got the blue, the green, the red, the yellow. And like everybody would like just go by our house and like take pictures of it and stuff. And I just found a picture of it like a couple days ago too. Huge Voltron in the yard. Hummus says, ate a whole bag of candy corn as a kid, got really sick. You know what I did that with? When it first came out, I downed an entire bag. It was Halloween night, too, when I got home from trick-or-treating. I downed a whole bag of the brand new candy called Skittles. And I got sick, and I hated Skittles ever since. I won't touch a Skittle. And that was back in the 80s. I remember as growing, when I was in high school, it snowed a couple times during Halloween. Freezing. Yeah, I'll try to find that picture, Susan, of the Voltron. I'll show you guys next time. Oh, you were there in Buffalo in the blizzard of 75, 77? I was born in a blizzard. The blizzard of 76 I was born. Yeah, the blizzard of 93 was pretty cool too because we were jumping off our roofs, like of the roof of the house into the snow. And literally, it was so deep. You were sad when you thought Power Rangers ripped off Voltron? Well, they kind of did. Because Voltron was first. Voltron was my show. I still have all of the original Voltron lions in the box. I think it's right over there. And they're the original version that was made with lead paint that they had to recall. So I'm probably all messed up from it. So Barbara was born in the flood of 72. I was born in the blizzard of 76. All these natural disasters. Putting the costume on over there. I think my mom did that to me once too. I think I have pictures of it. We have a 1980, so 1980s here. Does anybody liking Stranger Things? I love how the Duffer Brothers, like, how they recreated those 80s scenes and stuff. I mean, it's like as good as like the beginning of E.T. when they did it there. The walkie-talkies, the kitchen, and the, his parents' house. Three feet of snow. I believe I'm a dragon. Oh, that's cool. You got to use your homemade veggie stock. I used some veggie stock tonight, but it wasn't homemade. Kristen, thanks for the tip. I appreciate it. I got GoBots too because I was okay. So when I asked for when I wanted Voltron, my dad came home with a Transformer, which Transformers were better than GoBots. But he got me the Insectagon Kickback. And I remember being like, oh, this is pretty cool, but it's not Voltron. Like, I really wanted Voltron. And I still have all my Transformers. I have all my toys from when I was younger. But Transformers, Voltron, GoBots they were like the less cool version of Transformers. But all the GoBots could fly, all the Transformers couldn't. Only the Decepticons could all fly. I thought that was cool. I wanted to fly, you know? Columbia, Maryland, it actually snowed there? I lived in Virginia for a year and it snowed once, but very little. Thanks for all the thumbs up, guys. I'm not sure what they do, but they're cool, right? I think it's giving us like the likes over here. So we can try. What are we? Oh, we're back to number 7. So we got some people beating us right now. I have 2 Optimus Primes right now. I never had Megatron until later on, but I do have Megatron now. I wanted Omega Supreme. I never got Omega Supreme. So what kind of vegan beef bouillon cubes did you get? Are they the Edward and Sons? I did like Thundercats. I think I actually have one toy of Thundercat. Do you guys remember Battle Beast? I still have a ton of Battle Beasts. Bionic 6 was cool. I have all kinds of I grew up in the 80s and I loved all those cartoons and any of the cool ones. I got the toys and I still have. I collected everything. And like I could not. I'm like a pack rat. I don't like to part with anything. Although I'm trying to like get rid of a lot of junk, especially when I move back in here. So I got rid of a lot of things, but not all my toys or anything like that. I'm never gonna, you can't. You can't. Captain KV. Visionaries. Does anybody remember Visionaries? Run them over, Terry. You need to get one of the ones like they have in Silver Bullet. Hello, Mr. Charlie. Boys and their toys. I'm the same about music. I still have all my music too, like all my cassette tapes and like bootlegs. Like I have like 2 bins of bootlegs from for The Cure. Bootlegs were cool back in the day, right? And then DVDs, and now it's just like you could put all that music on just a phone. I still have my walkie-talkies too. Oh, that's sad. Your father threw everything away. You like my gloves? Skeleton hands? Not jazz hands, skeleton hands. I love bands like Coheed and Cambria, Brand New. My all-time favorite band is The Cure. Started listening to when I was younger, like 14-ish. Yeah, I have like all the Cure bootlegs, I think, like Glastonbury, Cure and Orange, all kinds of, I don't even know where they are. I kept them, they're somewhere. They are somewhere. These ones, I don't think these ones glow in the last ones I had glue in the dark, and the fingers broke away, so they were kind of like half gloves. Good Eye Sniper. That was a radio one. So I've seen them. I have a couple of their. I recorded them live when they went to the State Fair years ago. Not The Cure, but Coheed and Cambria, and they're on my my other YouTube channel. The white tips are cool. Yeah, well, I think they're supposed to be like for touchscreen, but they don't work too good on my phone. They don't work too well. The Smiths, with my lisp. I like the Smiths. Sorry. Best show ever besides Cure. What's that, Julie? Coheed and Cambria. I haven't heard the new Morrissey song. Salisbury steak. All right. We can do a Salisbury steak. Yeah, Coheed's an awesome show. Claudio is awesome. When I was writing the script for the Vegan Zombie, the whole end of it, I was inspired to write that from one of Coheed's songs. I could actually try to find it right now and play it. It really, when I start hearing a song, I start like thinking and I had like a really cool, like almost like the ending of the Vegan Zombie, the movie that I was doing. And how's John? I don't know. I haven't talked to John in a while. I haven't seen him. I don't know. The zombie dog Indy is upstairs right now. Let me see if I can find the song that I'm talking about. Because it's only on a special. If you just Google the regular song, it's gonna play the song. But then after the song, there's a whole other part that they don't. That's only like on like B-side or something. And I want to find the full version, because it is really cool. It's got that like, and because John's a musician, so I said, okay, I'd love to see if we could use this song. I'd like love to run into Claudio and ask him someday, hey, this inspired me to write the Vegan Zombie. Like, is there any way I could use this song in like one of my like in my movie, or even like a short video on YouTube or something? But then I had John like kind of like write a song similar to that. So we do have a similar song that sometimes I put in the videos and like, you know, in the background kind of thing. Let's see, where is this? This might be it. So the name of the song is God Send Conspirator, but it's at the end of the song, like way at the end when he starts singing the iRobot. Okay, here it is. And I start thinking like this would be the end of the part where like can you guys hear that? Hold on one second. Okay. So like at this, there was like the zombies had like already been revealed. Like the main star's like in like a hallway in a corridor. There's like it's all wet, it's dark. Really scared. This music's playing. Like zombies are like at the every corner. Like this is very intense scene. Let me get to the. I just thought it would be really cool. I feel like this isn't the full version I'm looking for. I'm not a good singer. John's a singer. Yeah, I feel like that's not the full version. They totally are. They're so good. They're probably even like underappreciated. Actually, I just watched a video an old video, because John was in a band, so I watched an old video of them where they're singing, like the two twins and him are singing. The song is called Ghost. Krista wants to know, did John and I go to school together? Didn't know he was the first actor on my show. Okay, so we did go to the same school, but I'm a lot older than John, so I graduated before he was even in high school. He was my youngest brother's best friend, and that's how I met him. So when I was in high school, he was just a little kid. So I didn't hang out with him. I didn't hang out with him until he graduated from high school. And then we started hanging out a lot. Sorry, I feel like this still isn't the right... there's like a better version of it, and I can't find it. Because I think the song is like 9 minutes long when you put it all together. Oh well, you kind of get the idea, right? Huh? Maybe? Yeah, that's not. Let's go. We'll go back to the spooky Halloween music. That's not very spooky. Okay, there we go. We're back. So yeah, John is about, what is he? He's about 5 years younger than me, 5 or 6 years younger than me. Am I sitting in the dark? What? No. I have candles here. Oh yeah, I'm wearing a Kite Hill hat. They threw it in one of my goodie bags at one of the events I was at, and I threw it on. My head is going to pop from the freaking whistle. Wait, what whistle? You expected something really banging? No, it was more of like a creepy music. Not like, I mean, if it was something banging, I would think like a lot of adrenaline, you know, like going at the zombies. But this was more like that creepy music that's like, ding, 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 you know. They didn't do it. They didn't do the one that I was looking for. But if they did, it was very close though. There was a whistle going? I didn't think there was a whistle in that song. I wasn't really singing. You know, there was this other song that I was really happy with what I did with it, but it was like a 15-minute song, no lyrics, just instrumental, and in parts like it starts out like kind of mellow, and then it builds up to like pretty intense, and then it slowly gets really relaxing and mellow to like, you know, woodwinds, and like it gets all the way down to like nothing. And when I first heard it, I started thinking of like these, and this is way before I made the vegan zombie or anything like that. So I started thinking of like what I wanted to do with that. And what I did with it was I took all of the videos that I had of myself throughout the years, all the way down to when, you know, my dad took movies of me when I was born and all that. So what I did was I made a video of my life pretty much to that song, from present day at the time, going back in time to the part where I'm like with my younger brother and my mother when I was really young, to the part where I was like even younger, like 3 or 4, to the part where I was like in a high chair eating, and then it ended with my mom flying a kite in the sunset before I was born, and it just like vanished out. It was really cool. And the band that I chose, the name of the song is Fear Satan by Mogwai. So if you guys ever want to hear that song, that's what I did it to. And usually when I go out for a run, I don't really listen to music when I go out for runs anymore, but at one point I did, and I would put that song on, so I knew that I was running for 15 minutes if the song was over. So, but now I don't really listen to anything because I like to be aware of my surroundings. Your family's going to watch BlizzCon with a virtual ticket? What kind of vegan snacks are you going to be making? Are they still doing that for like Warcraft? Yeah, the video came out pretty cool. I kind of want to do. I want to do like a newer version of it at some point because I have way more videos now, better video equipment, stuff like that. Because I mean, I made this probably in 2006 or something, and that was long before I had my Vegan Zombie YouTube channel. I'm gonna eat my little snack here now. Does anybody have these before? It's my Halloween candy. Make field roast corn dogs or pigs in a blanket. I remember Typo Negative. I never really listened to them though. When I was like in the early 90s, I used to listen to like all the hardcore music and stuff and go to shows, local shows. Syracuse was known for like the Syracuse hardcore straight edge movement, that kind of thing. Can we get a focus? Give me a focus. Don't buy a Logitech because they're not working. Hardcore straight edge. There was like hardcore music. Like listen to something like Earth Crisis. They're like the famous band from. They really got a name for hardcore straight edge. Vegan straight edge going in Syracuse and throughout the world, really. And they were big in Europe and stuff. They're from Syracuse. I know, I tried to get a focus on it, but it wouldn't focus. I can't read it either. It's too small. It's too small and it's dark in here. Oren mentioned all the sweeteners and stuff. So I was trying to look at the ingredients. A straight edge means like drug and alcohol free. No drugs, no poison in your body. My favorite Halloween costume I've ever done. Well, I'm usually a vampire, so it would have to be my vampire teeth and my vampire eyes. The fonts, yeah, you're right, they get smaller every year. I'm like, what is going on? This is how they used to read ingredients to things like power bars back in the old days. They'd be like, hey, what we got going on there? We got some organic brown rice. Alright, now I want to look. Would non-alcoholic kombucha make you not straight edge? Okay. No, I don't think it would make you not straight edge or anything like that. I personally choose not to consume anything with alcohol, and obviously that wouldn't get you drunk. You know, mouthwash wouldn't get you drunk unless you kept chugging it and drinking it and swallowing it. But for me, I try to abstain for anything that has alcohol in it. Because even though, and I learned this too, even though when you're cooking something, alcohol burns away, there's still a certain percent that never burns away. Natural flavors, processed with alakai, sunflower lecithin, and organic stevia. So these don't look like they're that bad. as far as sweeteners or anything like that goes. Clean, simple, complete. I've been eating really healthy, by the way, lately. Pretty much took all oils out of my diet. Going to get blood tested again. We're going to do that again next month. Straight edge without vegan is not straight edge, do you think? They're talking about things that are drugs. There were a lot of people that were straight edge that weren't vegan. I agree, but they're talking about a drug that alters your mind or whatever. Because technically so many things are drugs. Antiperspirant deodorant is a drug. It's changing a chemical makeup, whatever. But, it depends how, I think they're talking about, when we're talking about straight edge, it means drugs, alcohol, like cigarettes, stuff like that. Vampires have always been your greatest fear. They've always been my greatest, desire. I wish I was a vampire kind of thing. I have a little light on over there. There is a light on, but it's not very bright. If I turn the bright one on, this whole mood would be gone, and you guys would be like, what is he doing? He's sitting with a blank wall in the back. This wall used to be full of horror posters and stuff, which I took down when I moved out of here, now that I'm back. How often do you blood test? How often do I blood test? Last month was the first time I've ever got my blood tested ever in my life. And I'm going back again the end of next month, November. Babies are drugs. Gotta love the aluminium. See? I said it properly, like they do in England. Vegan dumpling says I never took drugs. Well, then you could be considered straight edge. People that don't consider themselves straight edge but don't do drugs, it's just you're not taking a label. And if somebody asks me if I'm straight edge, yes, I'm straight edge. But will I go around saying I'm straight edge? I'm straight edge? No, I'll just say no. I don't do drugs. But if somebody knows what it is, yeah, I'm straight edge. I've been since I found the term. Barbara has to go. All right, Barbara, thank you for being on the little chat here. See you tomorrow night, hopefully. Wanted to be a vampire hero like Angel. Yeah, but he's a demon. Vampires do live off evil beings. But they also live forever. Do I go around saying I'm vegan? If need be, I'll say that I'm vegan in a certain situation, but I don't go just up to crowds of people say, hey guys, I'm vegan, or anything like that. No, not at all. But if somebody comes to me and they have questions, I'm more than happy to talk about it. I usually keep to myself about that stuff unless asked, or unless somebody starts asking about what I want to eat. No, I don't know. No. Usually, if somebody says, "Hey, do you want something that's not vegan?" I'll simply just say, "No, I don't want this." And if they can give me something else, they're gonna have to ask me a lot of questions before I'm finally dude, I'm vegan. Unless they know what that is or whatever. But usually when I'm with other people, somebody else with me will answer for me for some reason, and they'll be like, "Oh, he's vegan." It's like, okay, yeah, I'm vegan. Awesome. Awesome to what you said, Julie. Izzy, you're going to go around as you? Scary enough? Lestat is also my favorite vampire. The whole story of Lestat. I was just talking about this a couple nights ago. But yeah, his whole story. He's like the one vampire that is not damned. So he's got a very interesting story. I do eat chocolate. I've never had coffee. And I actually refused a vegan cookie the other night at a Halloween party because it was made with coffee. Do I hate non-vegans? My dad is a non-vegan. My family, I have other family members that are non-vegan. I have friends that are non-vegan. No, I don't hate non-vegans. I'm always, trying to get my dad to eat more vegan. My t-shirts give away the fact that I'm vegan. I don't always wear, especially out in public, I don't always wear a big vegan t-shirt like my Go Vegan or something like that. I'm more likely to wear Zombie Crew or something like that out and about. Vampires are so vain. Well, the reason they're always so vain is because they can never see themselves in the mirror, so they're always looking for something else. Good one there, huh? You've never seen Interview the Vampire? Do I know Vegan Cheetah? No. I made a video about him for his stupidity, but I don't know him. But he was living in the same town as me, going around saying things about me. The Vegan Radar. We all love vampires who are trying not to eat people. Well, then you don't love Lestat because he will eat people. Louis is the one that tries to refrain from eating people. I don't know the Vegan Cheetah. I think a lot of the stuff he says is really, really stupid. I made a video response because he tried to tell people that you can be vegan and eat meat or dairy on the weekend. That whole vegan umbrella, you're either a vegan or you're not a vegan. And it's not about being cool or ridiculing people who aren't. It's about a definition. If you're vegan, that means you abstain from eating meat and dairy. You're abstain from eating animal products or animals. That's what it is. That's what it's always been. I've been vegan now for well over 20 years, and it's always been you can't just come into a vegan scene and start drama with people and start trying to recreate definitions. And he also said that you can't be healthy as a long-term vegan, and here I am as a healthy long-term vegan. So I'm totally debunking everything he's saying. And I walked by him when we were at the vegan street fair in California, and I realized it was him right after he just kept going. But I have a nice video a little video. I still have it on my phone about a few things that he wants to say about me. If you guys, probably if you watch the Vegan Cheetah, you've seen that. See, I'm not into the whole vegan drama thing. You get me going with it, and it's just if somebody's going to be an idiot about something like that, I mean, I have a lot of things to say about it, but I didn't do my channel to get into vegan drama or anything like that. How long did it take me until I figured out I knew what I was doing as a vegan. I don't know, because I kind of just, I don't know, because I obviously didn't know really too much what I was doing at first, and there was really nobody to help me out, no support groups, so, and there was no internet, nothing like that back then, so, I don't know, probably, I mean, obviously I knew what I was doing as far as not eating meat or dairy, and I knew how to cook, and I worked at different restaurants, so it was kind of always a learning experience, but there was many things that I was yet to experience, like going out with a group of people, or going out to dinner, or going over to somebody else's house as a guest, or, you know, work functions where, you know, the work, you know, buys everybody food and there's nothing you can eat. Just stuff like that. Having to learn about that. So yeah. But I definitely feel like it's just my life. I don't think twice about it. Like, nothing goes through my mind. Like, I did a video once basically saying, like, I get up in the morning, like, I go in the kitchen, and I might not know what I'm going to eat. I might not know what I'm going to have for dinner. But does it ever occur to me that I'm going to eat something not vegan? No, never. So I'm at that point where, like, you know, obviously I'm going to eat something vegan. I might not know what I'm going to eat. I might not know what I'm going to make, but it's always going to be vegan. There's never a time where I think I'm too poor to be vegan, because I know that's not the case. It's not, I'm not, you know, being vegan, you know, you have to eat. As a human, you have to eat. And I've never been able to, like, you know, that is a myth, because I have been very poor. I moved away from home when I was 18, 19, and I had no money. I had no car. I lived in an apartment with a friend, and I got a job, and I walked a mile to work until I got my first paycheck, and then I bought a broken down 10-speed, and I rode my bike to work all while I continued to eat vegan. So yeah, I don't know. Did I just go off on a tangent there? I love tofu too. Chickpeas are great. Lentils, beans, rice. I like to bike ride too. And skateboard. Vegan zombie tofu is the best. Bam! Thanks, Oren. Yeah, I couldn't even imagine eating something like it. Just disgusts me. You know, seeing people eat food that's not vegan. Because you know what it is. Like, people just try to, like, not think about what it is, and they eat it, and it's like it's just, I don't know. I'm gonna eat something vegan. I love tempeh. Tempeh's tricky though. You got to be able to make it right. But situations like that, like there's times, like what Kristen just said, there's times when I was like at a work function and stuff, and like fortunately where I worked, I could go out and grab some, you know, food on the sales floor where I was working and come back when everybody was eating their cheese pizza. I could have something at least. But there were other times when I'm like, no, I'm fine. I was hungry, but I'm not going to die. Maybe I'm going to be really hungry if I just didn't eat that day. I mean, you can go quite a few days without dying, without eating. So, going like, 12, 16, 20 hours without eating anything, and then when you get home, be able to eat, for me, it was a better option than eating something that was not vegan. So, and if you're going to be in situations like not knowing now, like if you might be going in one of those situations, like even if you bring like a power bar or something with you, just something so you have something to eat in case a situation like that arises. Because some people that might happen to, a lot. Other people, depending on what your lifestyle is, might not have to worry about stuff like that. Maybe you're on your own terms, your own job, your own boss, like whatever you're doing, you always have access to. And that's pretty much how I am now. But, at certain points in my life, it wasn't always like that. The roommate, the first thing they did was get a big glass of milk. Did they do that in spite of what you were showing them? Or... It's a 22-day plant nutrition bar. I had a box over here while I was doing this. I already had some chickpeas and rice, potato, and tofu for dinner. Oh, Vicky gets hangry sometimes. But now you work at home, so okay, so you don't get as hangry as often. 22 days later. I keep saying that too. Like I keep calling it 22 days later, but it's actually 22 days nutrition. Some of us get hangry. Yeah, let's get to number 1. Let's everybody share this. Everybody share. Let's get to number 1. Am I supposed to be saying that? Yeah. Let's try to do this because we're vegan Halloween, right? We're the vegan Halloween channel, where spooky and veganism collide. Oh, this is what I had for dinner. I opened these in a unboxing video, so I got a box of these. This, by the way, is from the company of the dude that I met who's been vegan all of his life. He's like 31, and he's always been vegan. So I thought I had to get a picture with him because I've never met anybody that was vegan all their life except for like younger kids and stuff. I've met a few younger kids that have been vegan all their life, but that's just crazy. Okay, so now we're at number 6. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I got some vegan Robs over here too. I'm surrounded by goodies right now because this is where I opened up. If you guys watch my video where I open up all those boxes, this is where I did it. And you know what? I still haven't opened the vegan chocolate because I want to do a chocolate taste test video with my little niece and my mom. So I want to have family members in there trying the different chocolate, see what they think. I mean, a little kid's not going to lie about if they like a piece of chocolate or not. When's the meetup is right now. We're doing this meetup here right now. Where's everybody from? Let's see. We got Philly. We got Oregon. We got where? Seattle, Minnesota. Where's everyone from tonight? I'm making up for last night. Last night I was only on for a little bit. Hercules chocolate is going to be in there too. Good old Ma No Egg Craig gave me a chocolate bar last time I was there. So we got LA, Texas. We got Massachusetts, Toronto, Mississippi. I will be in Montreal in like a week. California, Columbus. So we're all over the place. Cool. That's cool. But yeah, I'm trying to make up for only being on for like 10 minutes last night. So now we're at like an hour and 10. And we're number 6 on the Halloween trend. Ooh, we got Melbourne. Is it Halloween over there yet? Halloween night? Is it dark out? What time is it in Melbourne? Is that Quebec? Canada? Cool. So, we have a few different countries here. Oh, it's 1 in the afternoon over there. It's 10 at night here. So you're like 15 hours ahead of us. Oh, I got a little pumpkin friend here. That's pretty spooky, isn't it? Me and Noah Craig organize a vegan tour of Syracuse. Is anybody gonna come join us in person, or is this gonna be like virtual? Greg says, when I get scared, I pee my pants. That's probably not a good thing if you're out and about. I wish I could join you in real life. Well, I think, Susan, you're the only one I've actually met in real life over some pizza. That pizza was pretty good, too. So Greg's over there peeing his pants. Vegan dumpweed is LOLing over here. I'm over here eating my last piece of 22 days. Nutrition. Aliens and ghosts. That was the other story I was going to tell you. The alien story. But we can't do it tonight because we're already on an hour and 12 minutes. I'm going to have to get going soon. I've been so busy lately. I have so many videos, and I had all these plans for all these videos I wanted to do before Halloween, and now I have 1 day left. So I uploaded a video yesterday. I just uploaded a video today. I've been uploading so many videos. So all I've been doing is this with you guys. Filming videos, uploading, editing, filming, uploading. And I have so many videos that I still need to edit. But before tomorrow, I have 2 more videos that I think I'm just going to lump into one big video to put up for Halloween. What do you guys think of my videos? Are you guys, is everybody here, or for most of you, subscribed to my channel on YouTube? Because Tom DeLonge is on an alien quest, seriously. And some might think he's crazy. The one where I wake up and I'm alive as the 4 walls hold me within. What was I saying? I just got entranced by the aliens. Okay, yeah, so what do you guys think of that? Because I'm really wondering, like, when I put out all these videos, does that make you guys happy? Do you like to watch those videos? Or are you guys thinking, too many videos, like, too many notifications? Because I have noticed that for the amount of followers I have on YouTube, I'm not really getting many people watching the videos. So it makes me wonder, is there something I'm doing wrong? And like, why am I putting all this work into these videos if nobody's watching them? That kind of thing. Like, I do know, like, a certain amount of people always watch my videos, but it's like literally less than 1% of my followers. I have about 133,000 followers, and it usually, I don't get very many views on the video, so I don't know. It's usually the drama videos that are getting all the views. Susan says, well, when you post these, it is dull without seeing the feed. Wait, so what do you mean? What are you talking about? It's dull because you don't know what you are responding to. Like, I'm not sure what you mean by that, Susan. So as far as the cooking goes, I try to do a certain amount of recipes per month. But I'm so backed up on other videos, so I'm still editing videos from when I was in California with Cesar, where we went out to all these restaurants and ate all these different foods. And I do have a few of those where we are making food, so I got some. I'm not even going to give it away, but I do have some coming up like that. The thing is it's really hard trying to get videos with John now, so it's pretty much me. I mean, John's not like gone forever, and he will do videos when he can, but right now I'm relying on myself, not on anybody else. So when we first started the Vegan Zombie, we only really put out like maybe one cooking video a month, and now I'm trying to put out like so many other videos of like content that I want to share. Now, the one video that I did put up that got a lot of views was my my blood work video, being vegan for over 20 years and showing my blood work. That got almost 30,000 views. And I'm wondering, do you guys, is it worth it for you guys, or maybe you think you know people that would be worth it too, if I put more videos about some advice and my experience through being vegan for so long, about being vegan maybe? Because I do have a video, like I've been doing lists, because I figured I want to do more lists. Like I did like my top 7 vegan candies for Halloween. I also want to do my top 5 tips to go vegan. So what do you guys think of that kind of stuff? Hey, Vegan for Vendetta. Okay, Kristen, you might not be getting a notification from YouTube, because what I did, I just kind of felt like I was clogging up my YouTube channel by doing this. So the video would normally stream right to my YouTube channel. But what I did was, now it's streaming to my second channel. So if you're not subscribed to my second YouTube channel, then that's probably why you're not getting the notification. And that channel only has like 15,000 subscribers, whereas my main one has 130,000 subscribers. You are good. John is good. It's all good. Well, thank you for that. I mean, we're obviously different people. You like some of the others, YouTube, with the alternate cameras and cuts. When I used to do with all the cameras, see, that's the problem. Like, when I'm behind the camera, that's what I started at, is like the filmmaker. And I mean, I'm still the filmmaker, but I'm not behind the camera if I'm always in front of the camera. So it's a lot harder now to do all those creative shots that I used to do, because obviously I'm doing it all now from a tripod. And before, when I did it with John, if you guys want to go back and maybe check some of those older videos out, I had all kinds of creative camera angles because I knew what I was looking for. I knew what I wanted. All John had to do was act, and I told him, this is how I want you to say it, or this is how I want you to do it, or like, can we do this one more time, and can you be more like this, more like that? And that was pretty much how I would direct and shoot a video. But now without him there, and it's just me, I might sometimes have 2 cameras and then just try to cut in between. And all you can really do is like do a zoom and then an outer zoom. You can't really get the creative angles, and if you try, it's going to take way too long, because I'm going to have to stop what I'm doing, go over and set up the camera again, make sure it's focused, all that. It's a lot more challenging. And so far, I haven't been able to find anybody that really knew what they were doing, even when I kind of explained how I wanted it done. So I kind of just rely now on using like tripods and stuff. I wish I could make another me, to film, but. And the other thing I thought is, like, to try to do an addition to get a new host for the Vegan Zombie where I just film everything. But then I was like, nah. Advice videos are good. Cesar is a sweetheart. Catching up on these comments over here. Make mini films. See, that's what I used to do. That's what, if you look at some of my older videos, they were all like film like quality and stories and stuff like that. That's what I always wanted to do. And I always wanted to do that, like, you know, with John being, it was such a hassle. Like, he just never had the time to go to different locations and do stuff like that. So it would be like, come over to the house, do a quick recipe, leave kind of thing. Is it stressful being a full-time YouTuber on your own at the moment? Yeah, it kind of is. And like, I mean, I love what I do, but just the fact that, you know, you think, you know, I mean, the growth of your channel means something. So when I see my channel go in the opposite direction, like, it's very frustrating because I put a lot of hard work into my videos, and then when I see them go up and they don't get like less than 1% of like my follower, and that's even when I'm sharing them on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. So it's like, what's going on here? Like, that's like, I don't understand it. Sometimes I feel like my channel is broken. But yeah, like, without growth, you don't like even when I made videos before, like before YouTube existed, if there was nobody there, like, I love making videos, but if there's nobody there to enjoy them, to watch them, it kind of takes all the fun away from me making them. And although, you know, I still get, you know, if the amount of people that watch my video were standing in a room, there'd be a lot of people. But just seeing like those numbers drop, even though people are still watching it, it's almost like I feel like there's no growth anymore. And if it's not growth, like what's happening? What's going on? So yeah, so here's me being honest with you guys. Like, this is like the real, like, something's wrong kind of thing. The Frappuccino had 2 cameras. I put my iPhone next to the blender, and a few of the shots did it that way. Kristen, which one did you find? I'm sorry, I'm like still back here with the questions. Well, there's SU up here, so there's that. And I have done videos before where I had other people come in. But, you know, even that was a pain. Like, every single time I ask for help, it's kind of like, it's almost like frustrating. Like, nobody like, I always help everybody. Like, I'm always down to help whoever. But, you know, actually, No Craig would help me out, you know, just recently. But I just kind of like met him recently. I haven't really known him all these years, so it's not just, so V for Vendetta says a lot of YouTubers are getting less views. Yeah, but the thing is I've kind of been like this for like almost going on 9 years now. And I always tell myself, oh, it's just a matter of time, you know, something. Well, out of all of my videos, I've never, all of my Vegan Zombie videos, I've never had like any kind of viral video. The only viral video I ever had was on another channel. I did a contest for a horror movie, and my video went really viral. It was getting like 10,000 views an hour, and it was doing pretty well. It was even shown in the end of an actual movie that was in the movie theaters, because I won the thing. And the thing about it was, you know, I mean, obviously you knew just by what it was that it was fake, but there was a lot of people that thought it was real, and it was horror themed. And then with my luck, here I am with a viral video, and when you have a viral video, and it's monetized, you actually make money on it. So it's kind of like another income. And for me at the time, I'm like, awesome, now I got a little bit of income, so I can help, do the Vegan Zombie kind of more full-time-ish kind of thing, which it was not full-time at the time, but sure enough, my luck, like after a month, it got flagged, and YouTube took it down from it's still on there, but they made it 18 and over, and they demonetized it, so I can never monetize that video. And it kind of just stopped, and I had a little more than 500,000 views on it, and it's the only video that I've ever had that went off like that. The only other video that's close to that is the video that I filmed that's kind of famous in the vegan community of Gary Yourofsky's best speech ever. So there's that video. But other than that, that's it. So here I am going off. But you guys are great. You guys are like the following that that watches all my videos and stuff. Let me go back and Vegan for Venna. Nick does great. Yeah, but where does Nick live? I am the Vegan Zombie. We're still number 6. Yeah, that's the thing. So it has been frustrating because it's grown very slow. And when I started my channel, there were no other vegan channels like this. There were no like cooking channels or anything like that. I mean, Epic Mealtime didn't even exist. And I knew that my idea was unique. It was, okay, so not everybody likes zombies, but if I made it fun and entertaining, I mean, there are people that always like zombies, and there are people that just don't care for them. So I still wanted to make it interesting. And veganism isn't veganism is not like a diet. It's not a fad. It's not something that was going to come and go. I knew it was something since I started going vegan that was only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and it has. So with the idea that I created the Vegan Zombie, I thought, okay, so maybe it's going to start off slow, but eventually it'll grow and grow and grow, because, I mean, you can't, like, argue with veganism. Like, it is what it is. It's the right thing to do. It's only going to get bigger, and, I thought my idea was pretty, I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty unique. It's probably one of the best ideas I ever had. Hey, Nick, how's it going? Yeah, I have been saying that lately. When I say subscribe to the channel, in most of my videos recently, I've been telling people to click the bell, because if you don't click the bell, you don't get the notification. So there's a lot of people that subscribe to me and they don't get notifications. Like, I'll give you an example. I put up a video. Again, I have 133,000 subscribers. And I put up a video like the day before yesterday, and it only hit 1,000 views. Now, let's see what Siri says about that. Hey Siri, what percent of 133,000 is 1,000? It's 0.75%. So less than 1% of my followers are watching my video. And it's very rare. Like, so maybe I'll get, most of my videos on average are getting like 2,000 views. But like, that's, I mean, I used to get views, like, I have videos that have over 200,000 views. A lot of them have views like 50,000 to 100,000. But lately, it's like 2,000, 2,500 views, something like that. So, do I have a comic book tour, or is it a cookbook? Well, it's kind of both. So it's a cookbook, but the beginning of the cookbook is the comic that tells our story. And I do plan on doing a second and a third one where I'm going to continue more of the story in the beginning of each cookbook. So it's kind of both. Charlena, thank you. Thank you for, thank everybody here for like all your guys' support and everything. Yeah, man, if you ever want to come out and like do a collab or anything, that'd be cool. Nick. Post on Steam it. I've never heard of that. Well, this is actually going live right now to YouTube. It's going on my second channel now, but all of the other ones I've done have been going live to my main channel, and I just felt like it was clogging it up. And if you look at those views, even when they went public, they're less than 1,000 views, and that was kind of like, I mean, that's kind of embarrassing when you have like over like, I've been doing YouTube longer than most of these accounts, and even my Vegan Zombie channel is like since 2000 and early 2009. Well, originally I thought it was the lack of the cooking videos, but it wasn't. And then I thought maybe it's because John wasn't here anymore, but they started going down while we were still doing cooking videos with John. So here's where I'm coming from. People are doing all these like drama videos. People are just doing vlogs. People are doing like what I eat in a day thing. And here's the thing. I would put so much time. So you guys got to understand, when you're doing a cooking video, you have to go out and buy ingredients to test the recipe. That takes time. And then once you perfect the recipe, then you got to shoot the recipe. So sometimes those videos can take, a few hours just to shoot the video. Then you take all that and you edit it. And in editing a video like that can take anywhere between 5 to, some of my videos have taken me 16 hours to edit. So you put all that together, that's about almost 24 hours to make one video. That wouldn't be the average. Probably the average would be around 12 to 16 hours per video. And then I'd put it up and it would barely get any views. So now I'm thinking to myself, I can get just as many views if I'm just like all these other people, putting a camera up to my face and then doing a vlog or doing a what I eat in a day video. And yet all these other people doing it are getting way more views. So I'm kind of stuck with, I don't know what to do, because when I put all this time and energy and money into a video, and then it's like almost like now it's there, but nobody watches it. It's like, so what do I do? Do I just make a vlog video? Do I just talk in front of a video? Like, what do I do? Like, I think my most viewed video within the last year was, vegan on a budget. And I didn't really put too much time into that. I went to the store and I went shopping. And I did, like I said, okay, I'm going to buy a whole $30 worth of food, and I'm going to show you guys how you can do this. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to make meals with it for the rest of the week. And I did that. And it got over 100,000 views. And then I was like, wow. So then I did a couple more like that, and they totally didn't get any views. So I'm like, I can't find the formula. I can't find it. And it's been almost 9 years I've been doing this. So well, I put out like the one I put up today. Well, actually, I put two up I put one up like late yesterday. But the Starbucks one where I veganized it, like I thought that would actually take off and get do pretty well, because like that would probably be the first video that I capitalized on right at the right time. It's right before Halloween. It's right when Starbucks has their zombie frappuccino. So I went and I was on a mission to veganize it. And I did, and I think it came out great. It tastes great, and it looks great, and I had a good thumbnail for it, and it just is dragging. Like, and then I see everybody else's, like, on the side where it shows suggestions, and it's like 70,000 views, 181,000 views, and it's like, they just put this up yesterday, like, and here I am with, like, 2,000 views. It's like, man. So then, like, yeah, obviously, like, this is what I do. This is what I do for a living. So, You know, I'm always coming up with ideas. I'm always filming. I'm always editing. And I'm always disappointed. And, you know, and for a long time I was looking at other people's videos and stuff. And I would like, you know, this is a bad thing, but I would like compare myself. I'm like, you know, well, you know, I've been doing this for, you know, 8 years, and this person just started like 4 months ago and already is like getting like 100,000 views per video, and they're doing the same thing I'm doing. And, you know, and I even got called out once for copying somebody's recipe that they copied my recipe. That I wasn't I was doing my recipe. It was my recipe, but I got called out for something. I don't know. Maybe add a little bit of, well, 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 the whole thing is comedy. Like, the whole entire channel is comedy. That would be good. The 30-day challenge would be good. Well, that's the thing. I haven't conformed. I've always been original of what I'm doing, and it just doesn't seem to be working. Thank you everybody for the follow and for the support and for listening, I guess. Normally I don't talk about this. You got me in a rare moment. What is the benefit to you as a broadcaster? Why broadcast at all? Okay, well that goes into, okay, so when I created the Vegan Zombie, it was, first of all, it was never for money. When I started the channel, you couldn't even monetize videos on YouTube. It was for the love of making videos. And if I could share my vegan recipes and promote veganism, that was the best way to do it. I mean, if you can promote veganism by doing something that you love doing, to me, that's like the best thing possible. So I worked my full-time job for all of these years, and I put absolutely everything into the Vegan Zombie. I wanted it to succeed, and I wanted to make it something sustainable so I could do this for a living, because I know I did not want anything to do. Like, when I was working my job, all I could do was think about new videos that I was going to make for the Vegan Zombie. And I literally poured everything. I took out all of my savings. The last thing I actually took out was my entire 401k, everything that I had. And before that, you know, I had a really good paying job. I had like 10 grand in stock. All of it went out. I put everything into this, and it was my passion. This is all I wanted to do. And then I was kind of forced with a decision that I had to make last year. And I ended up resigning from my job because of unfortunate events that led up to it. But it led me to where I am now, and then forcing myself to, okay, now this is my main thing. The Vegan Zombie is my main thing. And I've never done so much for veganism than I have since creating the Vegan Zombie. And it was very hard for me to do anything for any kind of payment. I did everything for people for free. Like, people would think that I was being paid by these sponsors, and I wasn't for all of those years. And then people told me, like, you need to make money for what you're doing. You're doing a service to people. And other people are making money doing what you're doing, and like, they're, you know, brand new channels are doing that. And I'm like, you're right. So it took a while for me to make that, you know, connection and be okay with saying, like, you're right, I'm giving a service. Like, if I'm doing a service, so yeah, and so now I know that if I don't make a living, if I don't make enough income through everything that I'm doing to keep this going, then I simply don't exist anymore. I don't exist as a Vegan Zombie, and that's as simple as it is. The videos are going to stop, and I don't want them to stop. I've been told by literally over the years, thousands of people, not even hundreds, thousands over all the years, through emails, through personal meetings, through everything, through VegFest, through everything that I've gone to, that, I've helped people go vegan, or, maybe somebody didn't quite go vegan, but now they eat like 2 meals vegan a week. Anything is better than nothing. And like that makes me want to continue doing what I'm doing. If I can help people from what I'm doing, because all these years, I never knew what I wanted to do. I never knew what I wanted to, be passionate about, what I was passionate about, that I could do, every day and feel good about, kind of thing. Does that answer your question? Can I become a public speaker? Well, I will be public speaking at the Montreal Veg Fest on November 4th and 5th. One of the days. I'm not doing it both days, but either the 4th or the 5th, I'm doing a cooking demo. Charlene, that's correct. Like, I never wanted to be a militant vegan pushing beliefs on people. I wanted to just go out, because what better is to just actually, don't push something on somebody, just show them how to do it, show them how exciting it is and how easy it is, show them, inspire them. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go out and not tell people, you have to do this. No, I just wanted to show them, look at this. This is a delicious meal that I made. And I tried to make the video in a fun, entertaining way. So now they want to check out my videos or check out the cookbook and maybe try a recipe. And, oh, wait, this is actually really good. Maybe I can do this vegan thing. Now they start asking more questions. Now they start asking more about the animals. Now they, it's just a trickle effect. And it's a lot better, over the years. Because, over 20 years ago when I first did this, there was a lot of, militant people that would go to the protests. And I just wasn't like that. I wanted to find, this is what I found. The vegan zombie is how I found, promoting veganism. And honestly, it's the best I've ever been able to do it. I was a shy, quiet vegan before this. And I never even really mentioned to people. I didn't like confrontation. I didn't want to talk about it. I just knew that I was doing the best I could do for myself and for the world, me. Once I started the Vegan Zombie, it just opened up all these doors to all these other things. And now I kind of feel responsible to keep doing what I'm doing, if that makes sense. And I understand the militant stage. I understand where people are coming from when they feel this way, when they speak this way. Because, I'm not saying that I don't feel those same things too. I just want to be more logical, to be able to talk to somebody in a more, you can't just go screaming at a person with a militant way, because that's not going to do anything. That's not going to do anything at all. But I understand it. I understand where you're coming from when you've seen what's going on to these animals and you know what they're going through, and you just, you see ignorant people that don't want to change their ways, and you just lose it, but it's just not the way to do it. Oh, that means a lot. Vegan for Vendetta. Come for the food, stay for the ethics. That's right. My computer's about to die. My light came on. Hi, Nancy. My music went away too. I usually only get upset when others belittle vegans. Yeah, people shouldn't belittle other people. we might have to reconvene tomorrow. My music went away and my computer's going to die, and I can't find the plug. But it's probably a good time to stop anyway, because I got to post my my Halloween movie of the night and get a good picture of that. So tomorrow night I'm going to try to have some trivia questions for everybody, and we're going to play trivia. We're going to do quotes from my favorite Halloween movies or horror movies, and I'm just going to give you a quote. You guys are going to guess the movie, kind of thing. We'll just hang out for a little bit. Halloween night. What's in the box, right? I just posted a video of my vegan cuts. What's in the box? All right, guys. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad everybody was here tonight, and we went on for almost 2 hours. But have a good Halloween tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow night. Probably tomorrow night. Definitely tomorrow night. Love you guys too. Have a good night. Don't let the zombies bite.